Now going to question number 19, we always look at the prompt first. And here the prompt is telling us that this is a grammar question. So we're reading for grammar. In this novel, this author uses poetry rather than prose to tell the true story of this Cuban folk hero. Now, by the way, my style of reading, where I'm only pronouncing certain words as I read out loud, we call that reading big. And if you're a frequent listener to these videos, you know it's something we pretty much always do whenever possible in anything verbal related. Now, to read big, you want to skip over details like names, places, and dates. Now, of course, you can't really skip something without really knowing what you're skipping, so it's kind of an inherent oxymoron. The way we understand it is that your eyes do see every word, but your inner monologue, on the other hand, only pronounces certain ones, the structural words. In this situation, trusting your inherent ability to say, in this novel, this author uses poetry rather than prose to tell the true story of this person. Now, the belief behind it is that the visual part of your brain is incredibly fast. Think about the fact that a human being can hit a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. However, the auditory part of your brain, the part that thinks about what words you're going to say next, is much slower. So by allowing your eyes to see every word, but letting your inner monologue only pronounce the words that your unconscious mind has found to be more important, you're getting the structure of the sentence and not getting so washed up into the details. This is particularly important on a test like the SAT, where there are so many details. So reading big can be your friend. I know from working with students that some find it really easy to just immediately start reading big. Some find it nearly impossible. So I would definitely advise you, wherever you are on that spectrum, to give it a try. Whenever you're in class, try to just read the main parts and come back for the names, dates, places, details later on. And if you can pick up that ability, it's worth, in my opinion, hundreds of points on your SAT score. In any case, understanding the structure of the sentence here tells you that she's using poetry rather than prose to tell the story. None of the other ones really make any kind of sense, just logically hearing it. We're not saying she uses poetry rather than prose tells the true story. We're not saying she uses poetry rather than prose told the true story. We're not saying she uses poetry rather than prose is telling the true story. They just simply don't make sense. We could get more intense into the grammar of it, but this is the more effective way to get a question like this done. So the answer here is D.